And welcome back. I'm Dylan Black. Coming to the Kanata Theatre, it's Shatter by Trina Davies. And right now we have the director, Kanata Theatre, of this amazing play, Barbara Kobolak. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
And a very handsome fellow beside you as well that happens to have the same last name as you.
Yes.
I love that. Tom Kobolak, we've had you on the show before.
Yes, we have.
You're a seasoned actor. You've been...
I don't know if I qualify as seasoned, but yes, I've been on stage with Kanata Theatre. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's it's exciting to have you guys back, and community theatre is so important. Barbara, Shatter. So, can you quickly tell us the story of Shatter?
Well, the Shatter is actually about the Halifax Explosion in 1917. The event actually happened December 6, 1917, so the 100th anniversary of it is going to be commemorated next month. And it's a First World War story, so when the play reading committee found this, they thought, oh, what a wonderful time to be able to put it in our November slot.
Okay.
So it's two ships that collided in the harbor in Halifax, in this narrows that led to the harbor out from the ocean, and the explosion rocked the north end of Halifax.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
So this is pretty serious stuff, this play. There's nothing
yeah.
really funny happening in this, because sometimes you guys keep it pretty lighthearted.
Sometimes lighthearted. There is, at the beginning of the play, we have life in Halifax before the explosion, because it's a very busy port, lively. All the shipping goes through before it goes overseas to join the war effort. It has to be inspected.
Okay, so Tom, you're the production manager for this.
Yes.
What's it like to see this story come to life on stage?
Interesting question. I think what has been gratifying is I know how hard Barb has worked on this show, and to see it come together with the people that we've assembled to do this show is really quite something. We're trying to depict the largest man-made explosion before Hiroshima. So we had to go out and get really, really good people to do this, and the cooperation that we've had and the fact that Barb has worked so hard, that's been a nice thing to see.
Okay, well, I tell you what, right now we actually have a clip. Have a look at Shatter.
You know, I had a diary too once, when I was a girl.
They have diaries in Germany?
Of course, and all sorts of other things too.
Like what?
Oh, see, like dances and pretty dresses, chocolate rabbits at Easter time, and horribly big monsters that eat up little children.
I'm not a child, Elsie.
Oh, I suppose you're not. You liked that story once, when you were little. You're obviously little to me.
I'm nearly 17.
Seems that all Germans are not supposed to read papers.
Why do people believe that, Mama?
Because they're told so, by people who've never met a real German in their lives. It's true, we do not all have big teeth. It is the war, Jenny. People have lost a lot. Well, I've lost a lot too, but I don't believe it. Neither did my friend. I'm sorry to speak of it. It's all right, the way things are now.
All right, so Barbara, can you tell us some of the, I guess, research that you would have put into this to lend some real credibility to the play?
Well, lots of research, because I knew almost nothing about the explosion other than when I asked people about it, and they'd say, oh, I guess it was big. And I thought, okay, yeah, so I have to do more research. First of all, I looked up Janet F. Kitts, who is basically the person who in the 80s renewed interest in the explosion. She was cataloging effects in Halifax and found more information and ways of combining the information to provide even more data about what happened with the explosion and the survivors, etc. And her husband's family were also survivors of the explosion, so she heard stories about this. And this led her to more people and more interviews and more information, and she's then published a book, Shattered City, The Halifax Explosion and the Road to Recovery.
Okay.
And that sparked even more interest, and then more people started writing about this, and then there was a play commissioned by the Ship's Theatre Company in Parsboro, Nova Scotia. And in 2005, Trina Davies wrote this, and I could tell by doing this research, I could tell what aspects of the explosion she used for the play. The people, the interviews. The girl in the clip, she's based on a 12-year-old named Barbara Orr, whose family died in the explosion, but who in fact managed to live with other relatives for a short period of time in a boxcar because they had to find some place to put all the homeless.
Wow. What a story. Tom, how many people are making this happen here? So actors, actresses behind the scenes?
Heavens. There's probably a good 35 people involved.
Wow.
There must be 7 or 8 carpenters by themselves involved in building the set.
Really?
Yes.
So it's quite an amazing set?
It's amazing and imaginative at the same time. We're all very, very pleased with it and very impressed with it because you can't do the whole explosion. You have to do a set that is evocative, and that I think is what Dean has really succeeded in doing, succeeded in designing, and we're immensely grateful to the people who have built the set or done various things backstage.
That's good. Yeah, it takes quite a crew to put these shows together, and I know that you guys have worked hard at this, and you can tell that you really put your heart into it. Can I ask though, is it a family-friendly type play? I mean,
it's more. Let's see, in Ontario, they don't really learn about the explosion until grade 10, although in the Maritimes, they learn about it as early as grade 5. So there are some things about it that when people describe what they see as a result of the explosion, it's more of a high school up, like say 13 and up sort of thing. Young children, it's not that appropriate for.
All right, KanataTheatre.com. I know there's lots more we could have gotten to here, but they have to go check out the play.
Oh, good.
People have to check out the play to find out more. Shatter by Trina Davies is happening November 7th to the 11th and the 14th to the 18th as well at the Ron Maslin Playhouse. Simple as that. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.